जय जगन्माता बगलामुखी। ओम क्रीं बगलामुखी वरदे सर्व सौभाग्य प्रदायिनी समस्त भक्तानां सर्वाभीष्ट साधय साधय क्रीं ओम स्वाहा. Whatever mentioned in Sanatana Dharma, within the Pancha Mahayagna Anushtanam, the most important topic is Deva Yagnam. In that Deva Yagnam, Agnihotra Yagam is going to give us what kind of gifts, what kind of blessings we are going to get, and what sort of boons we will get. This is what we told you in the previous video. This is the continuation of that. That is Agnihotra Yagam. Dvadasa Anugraha Siddhidayagam Agnihotra Yagam. Agnihotra Yagam, 20 blessings will be given to us. Agnihotra Yagam is meant to provide all the kind of happiness and prosperity, and is mentioned as God himself in Bhagavad Gita. Here it is explained in a detailed way in Brahma Puranam. What is that? One is Ayus. It is said to be Ayus or Ayul. As I said earlier, 120 years old. In that 120-year period, there are chances of having uncertainty, and due to that uncertainty, there is a high possibility of death. The power to control those uncertainty, the power to change the uncertainty, that power is present in Agnihotra Yagam. That is what it was told. That is what we will get complete life. Then comes health. Health means a state without diseases. If there are diseases, it will change. We will have a healthy lifestyle. What all should we do for this? Not only in Vedas, but also in Ayurveda it is mentioned. Ayurveda is a sub-Veda of Rig Veda. It is also mentioned in Ayurveda. When you say it continuously, you will understand it. I will explain it to you. So, Ayusha, Arogyam and then Dhanam. We need money, right? How can we live on the earth without money? Usually these acharyas will say, money, no, I don't need it. All that is just an eyewash. Without money, no one can live on earth. Very importantly, during this era. So, we will get that Dhanabhagya Yogam from the Agnihotra Yagam only. Then comes good fate. Even if we have life, health and wealth, we cannot experience it without a good fate. Many people are like that. They have lot of money. They have everything. They will have money, wealth and health. However, they will be in a situation where they cannot enjoy all these things. If at all they need to experience life, wealth and health, then they need to have a good fate. If you have a good fate only, then all these things can be experienced. Then only we can enjoy all these things. Even though all these things are there, that is life, wealth and health, all these three, in order to experience all these things, one must have a good fate to feel it. This is what is called a fate. Then comes beauty. Do we need it or not? Isn't it? Beauty is a very important thing. This beauty that has been created is the fruit of Agnihotra Yaga. Beauty, attraction, beauty, it will be there. Happiness. Health is different, happiness is different. In some days, you may have feelings. Let's discuss on this. In some times, you may not know about it. Today, your mind is very happy. Have you ever felt that way sometimes? Today, my mind is very happy. That is happiness. Divine happiness. That is what it is. Mind happiness. Some people these days, more than 60% people don't have the happiness at all. There will be money, wealth, status, everything. But they will always be tensed. Peace of mind, the happiness to the soul, that is what all we call it as happiness. Only if you experience it, you will realize it and you will be able to feel it. So, happiness you will find. Next is Nitya Yavvanam. It means the mind will always be young. That is a very fortunate thing only, a miraculous thing. The mind will always be young. The mind will not get old. Similarly, the body will not get the feeling of getting old, but at times the body will get the feeling of getting old. There will be some differences, but the mind will always be young. As far as I'm concerned, I am 65-year-old. You can say I'm 65 plus. But my mind is always a person who is 24 years old. When I see old people, they will ask me if I am an uncle, brother, or grandmother. They will ask me, why do you call me grandma when you look older than me? Why? Because my mind will not go beyond the age of 24 for more than 6 months. Nitya Yavvanam. This is what is called Nitya Yavvanam. There are many people like this. So, our mind should always be young. That is a very rare gift you will get here. Nitya Yavvanam. Next is enemy destruction. We will have enemies on earth. We will have many enemies. In our life, we may come across a lot of people who will feel jealous seeing our growth. Because of jealous, they would prefer destruction for us. Such enemies are more. There is no chance that there are people who do not have any enemy on earth. That's what I feel. So there should not be an enemy around us if such situation needs to be created. Who? We don't have any enemy. If you ask me, I don't have any enemy. But if someone thinks of me as an enemy, he should be destroyed. I don't have any enemy. But if someone thinks of me as an enemy, he should be destroyed. That is Shatru Nasanam. Means the one who thinks us as an enemy, he should be destroyed in short. Secondly, Raja Yogam Daiva Anugraham Ulla Pindala Murai Sandanangal. Previous generation. Today, in our religion, which is a Hindu religion, there are children who have Raja Yogam, but children who have Daiva Anugraham are very few. Now, if you go to an old age home, most of the people there are Hindus. Why? This Daiva Anugraham, God blessing, chanting about God, mother and father concept, that idea is not there in our children. Somehow we study, we get a job, we fall in love and we also get married, then send our age-old parents to old age home. This is this generation. So, there should be children, they should be in a Rajyogam, plus there should be a group of people with divine blessings. That is definitely a necessary thing for us. So, that is what we get from this yagam. After that, Papa Shanti, sin. Always, every human being, either knowingly or unknowingly, they keep committing some or the other sin. Even though we are aware of it or not, all of us are always committing sin. I will give you a small example. We drink milk daily, right? We drink milk, tea and coffee. We use milk in tea, coffee and milk. This milk is not for us. The milk that is given to us, this is for the calf and for the cow only, not for us. It is not for human consumption at all. What do the people do? The person who milks the cow, he ties the legs of the cow and then extract the milk. The cow does not get the desired food that it needs. It doesn't get enough water. As per the mother's cow wish, it is not able to feed its child. Without giving milk to the calf, the milk is taken out from the cow. We can ask here, we are not doing all of this right. The guy who is taking care of the cow is doing all these things right. Why is the guy who is raising the cattle doing all these things? Because you are buying milk from him, isn't it? If he brings milk you will buy it, and that's why he is doing all these things. So indirectly, we are creating a lot of trouble to that cow. That is also a sin. In the same way, knowing or unknowingly, daily we commit some or the other sin. Now imagine after you get up, you take a bath with nice fragrant soap, wear a nice washed or a new clothes and go to the office. And you are currently working within the AC room only. You are feeling heat, not too much of wind. Nothing is disturbing you. Even though in the evening, if you smell yourself, you might not smell as fresh as you were in the morning. You might stink a bit. A person who is sensitive, sensible, knowledgeable will take bath in the evening as well. Then only he will feel fresh again. So, in that body, that dirt which keeps getting generated, it will be generated both inside and outside. Luckily, the dirt and the sweat that comes outside of the body can also be washed away. That's when you feel fresh and rejuvenated. In the same way, knowingly or unknowingly, on a daily basis, we are committing sins. Daily. Daily, we need to find a way to clean those sins as well. When we perform the Agnihotra Yagam, we are able to wash away our sins. Not only that, we get Punya Siddhi. We get virtue as well. Why do we get virtue means, when we say Deva Yagnam, in that when we perform Agnihotram, we are doing this for the benefit of the entire world. We are not performing this for the benefit of the world. We are doing it for our own benefit only. However, indirectly more than us, it is benefiting the world in many ways. That is what is known as Agnihotra Yagam. For example, if you perform a Sudarshana Homam, it is just for our own benefit. They do it asking your name and your birth star. Or you are performing a Chandi Homam. In the same way, it could be any other Yagam too. It is done for your benefit by taking your name, birth star, etc. However, Agnihotra Yagam is not like that. Even though it is done based on your name and birth star, it is done for the benefit of the entire world. Next is Deva Preeti. Devan, celestial bodies is different. Daivam, the supreme god, is different. By performing Agnihotra Yagam, we will be able to provide food to the celestial bodies on a daily basis. Then what will happen? Those celestial bodies will be very happy. It is always like this. If we feed someone daily, they will be very loving to us. Isn't it? They will be very near to us. Isn't it? It's the same case with the animals as well. Here, there's a boy who is with me. If a cat comes near, he will give cat food on a daily basis. That cat keep going on behind the boy wherever he goes. Wherever he goes, the cat follows him everywhere. If the boy calls the cat saying, come here, the cat will come. If he says the cat to go, it will go. Just like children, that cat, what does it do? It shows its affection towards the boy. Why? It's because the affection shown by this boy, the food that the boy gives to the cat, that is the reason. I am the head priest here, but if I call that cat, won't even turn back to see me. So here, Mantra Tantra is not required, just love and affection. If a person is in a hunger, for him a speech is not required. All what he needs is food. In the same way, this boy knows this and he feeds that cat, and that's why even the cat shows its love. In the same way, for the celestial bodies, whenever we perform the Agnihotra Yagam, Havis, in that we pour the ghee and perform the Yagam. Not only just the Devatas. It is the 3.3 crores Devatas. We will be blessed with all their blessings. The person who performs Yagam will be blessed with their blessings. Plus, to other as well, the blessings of the celestial bodies is given. For example, it's dark. And in that dark, if you put a bulb, the light that comes from the bulb is not just for one person, right? It is for the entire room and whoever is present in that room. Isn't it? In the same way, plus Deva Anugraham, blessing. What does it mean? It means the God. He himself has said all these things. Deva Yagnam needs to be performed. Pancha Mahayagnam needs to be performed. This was told by none other than the Creator himself. It was told by Lord Brahma. Who is Lord Brahma? The God who has created us. So if we follow the path which was shown by the God, when we follow the principle mentioned by the God, the supreme power, the Almighty will have liking towards us. Our affection will be created. So we will be blessed by the Almighty himself. Next is Loka Shanti. The entire world must be in peace and must follow the right path. Next is strongest earth or world. The world should be strong enough. The rain should come at the right time. The crop should grow in abundance. Which means, if the world has to be strong, then Deva Priti should be there. Rain should come. Like this, what we call as Deva Yagnam, when we perform this Yagam, the world will become more stronger. Next is Sarva Bhuta Aikyam. All living creatures should live with us with love and affection. You would have seen in the olden days, in the dramas, cinemas, you would have seen it too. Now we are not in olden days, we are living in current generation. In the dramas and cinemas, the rishis would be performing yagam. That is nothing but Agnihotra Yagam. You would have seen it, right? Seen in cinemas, dramas, the rishis will be performing some yagam. That is Agnihotra Yagam only. At that time, the wild animals from the jungle, very dangerous animals like lion, bear, tiger, elephant, all these animals will be just sitting next to the place where they will be performing this yagam. It is nothing but all living creatures will live with us with love and affection. That is what is called Sarva Bhuta Aikyam. Next one is Trikala Gnanam. The rishis who perform the yagam on a daily basis, what happened in the previous generation, what's happening in the current generation, and what will happen in the coming generation, they will know, and that's what's it called Trikala Gnanam. Even the knowledge of Trikala Gnanam is given by performing Agnihotra Yagam. Plus Shanta Mrityu. This is very important. Whoever is born on this earth has to die one day. If you are born, then you will have to die. There is no change in it. Even gods who took different avatars also died. They too didn't go to heaven directly. If you are dead, then few people die with so much of difficulties. Being in the hospital or get bedridden at home or by just being on a bed for months together. They are also suffering, and the people who are taking care are also suffering. Oh, in some way or the other, I hope this gets over. Money also gets spent. Many people's curse they will take by doing such things. Such things should not come or happen. We should always be calm, like how we sleep in the night. We go and sleep happily. We don't know when we fall asleep. Without our knowledge, the sleep drags us and we fall asleep, isn't it? Correct? So, how that sleep overpowers us, in the same way, death should come in peaceful way. Death should be peaceful, without suffering and without giving any trouble to others. Death should be experienced. Death should take place. Next is Swargavasam, heavenly stay. After death, after Mrityu, after death, our Atma should go to heaven and should live there happily. The soul should experience all good things and should find happiness and peace. That is possible based on the bad sins and good deeds that we perform here on earth. Getting heaven or going to hell is based on these things only. In heaven, not everyone goes to one particular place or one particular category. Similarly, people who go to hell do not fall in one category. It is based on their bad sins and good deeds. Even in the hell, there are different categories. Even in the heaven, different wishes are granted. Please understand one thing very clearly. Whatever is not mentioned in any Veda Shastra, that only I am going to mention. How we are living here on earth. If we have to attain all good things, can we attain it without a body? It is not possible, right? In the same way, after our death, either in heaven or hell, we will get one body. Only if we have that body, then only we can attain all the good things. This was not mentioned in any of the Grantha. The Acharya who wrote this Grantha forgot, I guess. They just kept saying that Atma will be at peace, the soul will be at peace. When you say Atma, it is Arupi, which means it does not have any form. If the soul doesn't have any physical form, how can it attain happiness and peace? Isn't it? So, for us, there, and in the same way, here, how we are living here with a physical body, in the same way, after death, the soul needs a body too. In the heaven, all kinds of happiness and peace will be given. Those all we get there. On earth, I have already mentioned it is just 120 years. But in the heaven, you will be there for 2000 years. One soul can live up to 2000 years. Like this only the Hindu Veda Shastra has mentioned. It's a long period. Maximum 2000 years. After that again, you need to take rebirth for sure. In the Bhagavad Gita, many things are mentioned by God to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, before this, you born on earth, and even I have born. However, you don't remember it, but for me, I remember it. Like this, Lord Krishna said. They themselves have had rebirth. Then will mankind not have any rebirth? Certainly, we will have rebirth. So, if you read Bhagavad Gita, if you read Upanishads, you will be able to meet the Parabrahma Hindal people who say like these are just making fool out of you. One, they are fooling you, or he should be a dumb-headed person who has not understood things very well. That is what is the reason. If you are born on earth, then death is certain. If there is a death, then definitely there is a rebirth as well. Please see, sun is setting. If the sun rises, then the sun should definitely set as well. The sun that is set is only rising in the next morning. In the same way, for mankind, birth, death and rebirth keeps happening every time. However, this rebirth that we are saying, in other religions, apart from Hindu religion, a religion apart from the Hindu religion doesn't talk about rebirth at all. They do not believe it. That is stupidity only, that they are not believing it. Why? Because I'm asking you all. Now, I'm considering 1,000 people. Among those, someone who studied with me, one of the person who studied, now he is a priest, a Christian priest. Now he is in a Christian priest, Roman Catholic. If you have to become a priest of Roman Catholic, you cannot become simply just like that. You must study for 14 years. All the Christian scripts he has to read. Plus he needs to have a degree too. After completing his BSc only, this man went and took all these degrees. One day I went and met him. It was that mass time. Mass time means what we can say, it's a prayer time. The prayer that takes place in the church. It was going on for 2 hours, I guess. I too was waiting outside for some time. After that, when I met him and started to talk about many topics, after the mass got over, many people came outside. I think there were at least few hundred people. At that time, somehow while I was talking, this rebirth topic came up. To this, he replied saying there is no such thing as rebirth. We don't at all believe in all these rebirth things. Then I asked, so when you are saying you don't believe in rebirth and things like this, then Jesus says he will come back after 2000 years, right? Huh? What he has said is that after 2000 years he will come, he said, and you are also anticipating that. See, Jesus is coming like this in many places, it is written, right? Then is it not rebirth? That is one point. Okay, let's go to the next point. I'm asking how many people are here? He's seeing outside as we are standing on a stage. So he's seeing outside and he's telling, why are you asking? I said, tell me please. He's telling me, even though we were classmates, he calls me Swami and I call him Father. Like this, we respect each other's position and we talk. Then he said, maybe there are more than 100 people here. Okay, now among these 100 people, if few people die, how many people might go to heaven and how many people will go to the hell? What question is that? How can I say this? Even otherwise you can tell some might plus or minus. If these 100 people die, then maybe 10 people will go to heaven and the balance 90 people might go to the hell. Like this he said. Next question. Who created mankind? I asked this question for him. Who created mankind? What question is this? God himself has created us. Isn't it? Right? There's no doubt about it, right? So, when the God created these, 100 people were born, God created them, 10 people should go to the heaven and the balance 90 people will be sent to hell. Why? When you say hell, it is God's opposition, right? It is the opposition party, right? It is a place where the devils reside. So when God created mankind, why should he send mankind to the devils like this? Do you think the creator is a fool or a dumb-headed person? To this he replied, today I don't have time to talk. A lot needs to be discussed sitting across the table, so we will discuss this later. The reason I said this now is, please think deeply, you will get to know. Certainly, rebirth is definitely there. Even in Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly told by the God himself. So, in the heaven, we will get another life and after that, Shubha Yoni Punarjanmam. Shubha Yoni Punarjanmam means, in a good family, with good health, wealth and prosperity, with good fate, a person will be born is the meaning. That is what is called a Shubha Yoni Punarjanmam. Do you want it or no? Few people you see come from a poor family. They face a lot of difficulties until their last breath. Honestly, I'm telling you, only by physical appearance, you may find them as a human being. But as per their thoughts, they are just like animals. They don't have any knowledge at all. Whatever you tell them, they won't understand as well. That's how they will be. You should not be like this. Next birth should be in a very good family, a family which has all good fate. Should be born with Raja Yoga Siddhi. That is what is called Shubha Yoni Punarjanmam. So these are all the 20 boons, which is nothing but Dwadasa Anugrahangal. How are we going to get this? Tell what it is that you don't want among this. Think about it. Person who is living on this planet, can he say that he doesn't need any of this? Think deeply. Now, keeping butter in hand only, we are searching for ghee everywhere. Such powerful yagam which we have in hand, leaving that we are going behind those little things by some silly acharyas. People like fools are roaming around without proper knowledge, listening to few acharyas. With the grace of Jagadmata Bagalamukhi, whatever I said, hope you understand that. I pray to Goddess Mahadevi. Sarva Bhishtam Swadaya Sadaya Krimom Swaha.